had no space, so it ain't gonna work for me. But I gotta go.
Hey guys, and
See what
welcome.
happens.
We are back to talk The Chi, season 6. What is this? Episode 15. Tower of Terror, and that's what the episode was, y'all. I can't even front, and I'm not alone. You see the people, you see the panel. We have your girl EJ from TV Junkie, and we have VKJ TV and Candy Love, honey. And I'm gonna start out before we get all off into the slides because you know they're there. I'm gonna start with you, EJ. Overall thoughts of the episode. What would you rate this on a scale from 1 to 10? Let the people know.
Is there a scale that's under the negative? Can I go negative? Because I don't want to do them that bad. But this was horrible, y'all. And y'all know I don't do that. But this was bad. This was so bad. So I ain't got no rating for it. 0. Because I don't want to do them like this. 0.
She said, I give it a 0 rating. Jay, you are next. What how you feel? What's your rating on a scale of 1
don't do
to
them
10?
like that. Dang, don't do them like that. God. I give so the past 3 episodes I've been saying 5, 5.5. This is just a 4 to me. I'll say it like that. I'm not gonna give him a 0, dang, but I'll give it a 4.
Cold-blooded, but the truth is the truth. Okay, Candy, what say you?
I give them a 1 with a smile, and that's only because Keisha walked out at the end.
Okay. And I'm probably be right there, right alongside you, but I might give it a 2. I'm gonna say a strong, solid 2 out of 10, and we gonna ride with that. But let's say hello to the people, because honey, the people were here early. Hey, Joanne, we appreciate you, sis. I watched The Chi last night, and I'm watching Power now, so I can be ready for the live chats today, honey. Well, we just did the Power one, but you on time for The Chi. You are right on time for that one. Hey, DeMarcus, welcome. We appreciate you doing the double header with us on today. Hey, Tremaine, thank you for coming through again. Always showing up, always showing love. I appreciate you. Hey, Sharoni. Hey, sis. How you doing, friend? Let's see. DeMarcus, Team Duda all day. DeMarcus says this was a solid 8 episode. A solid 8. Wow, that's
You wildin', bro.
He's Team Duda, that's why.
You wildin', bro.
Team Duda all day. Well, Duda was unraveling, but of course we'll get to it. Dan the Man says, is anyone else jumping ship, regardless if they deal with Duda or not? Solid 1 out of 10 for the whole half back of it. Dan the Man, you're not wrong, King. You're not wrong, King. I am praying that in season 7, which I hope is their last season, I hope they don't drag this anymore, that they pull out all the stops and they bring us back to the Chi that we know and love. That's my hope. I'm gonna chalk this up to the writer's strike and what they had going on. Tremaine says they shouldn't have put the Duda and Bianca X scene in the show. I know that was triggering for some people because that was Hey, Lillian. Good evening. Yeah, they got my heart, how everyone came together for things. Okay. Tamika, hey, sis, thank you for coming back. Oh, dang. See, and Tamika be kind to the people. And she said it's a negative 0 for me. All right.
Yeah, I tried to see. She did better than me. She did worse than me. I tried to give them something.
Listen, DeMarcus says, listen, y'all have to remember this will after the writer's strike. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. Tamika said it ran her blood pressure up. Don't let it do your blood pressure, sis. Don't let it do that. But
yeah, me too.
Let's get on into it. The Chi, Tower of Terror. And so as it opens up, right, it's Thanksgiving. And we talked about that in the final predictions, that we knew this was Thanksgiving, honey, because Mama Alicia in there picking greens. She done recruited Tiffany. Big Rob done volunteered that he and Tiff host. And Emmett had an issue with it, but we see how this all went. I'm going to start with you, Candy. What do you think about Rob volunteering them to host Thanksgiving? What do you think about this whole bring everybody together for the holidays? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What you think?
Well, it was cool that he wanted to do that, but then he didn't want to do any work. So that kind of ticked me off. Like, what sense does that make? Like, how you gonna host, but you don't want to do? You just want to smoke and chill. No, you host, you work. That's the point of hosting. You work. I thought something was gonna happen to Rob as much as they sent him out the door. I don't know if his mind was if he was off because of his father's passing and he was still dealing with that because he was forgetful and I don't maybe he was too lifted, maybe he had too much to smoke. I was glad Mama came in and did what Mama needed to do because like I'm not gonna be eating a bunch of whatever from these people and y'all give me canned food. No, I want organic cranberries. Like, no, I get it. But yeah, Rob was wrong. Yeah.
But Keisha was happy. You see her face lit up. Like, I ain't got a host this time. I'm happy. Jay, what are your thoughts? What'd you think?
I mean, yes, right after Thanksgiving, right? We just right after Halloween. We just had the Halloween party. Right. So here we go with Thanksgiving. I like seeing Alicia in this light. This is a softer side of her. I'm mad at the writing because Rob's real feelings about his father that was not displayed. That was some BS to me. That was some lazy writing to me. The man literally was trying to call his father right after he got popped. So that let me know that he really wanted to reach out to his father. And now that he's not showing emotion about that, that's whack to me. So that's one of the things I really didn't like about it. Of course, going with what you're saying as far as the react, Thanksgiving time, the brothers is gonna go to the store. They ain't doing none of that stuff. We gonna go to the store and get what you need. We'll get what you need, but that's about it. That's about it. But again, my only gripe was Rob really not expressing how he really felt about it.
Did he freeze?
Oh.
Okay. Okay. And EJ, what did you think about this? And what did you think about us not actually getting a scene where the news was delivered to him? Like, I was like, why couldn't we get him getting the news about his dad, Alicia getting the news about his dad? Talk to us about that. What do you think they were trying to do?
Well, that's exactly what I talked about. That's one of the things that I had a problem with on the last episode. And I am a person that really try to stay away from a lot of this, but I felt like it was so many missed opportunities. We keep putting so many extra things inside of the episodes that we're not getting to where we need to get. I would have appreciated seeing you've built us up with this character. You've basically pushed this character into our TVs, right, Rob? So now we kind of rock with him. We want to know how he felt. We want to know what the reaction was when he got the news that his father has just been unalive. We want to know what it felt like. I mean, think about it. He goes to go unalive Douda, right? The last message that he sends is to his father, and you don't even follow up on that. Like, man, I've been going on a rant about this for a minute now because it's just ridiculous to me. Like, that was something that we needed last episode. Then you get another opportunity and you still don't explore it. I get that you're trying to do the whole thing. He doesn't open up about his feelings, but no, if he don't open up about his feelings, then show us last episode what he felt in that moment, because he's not going to talk about it because that's how you wrote the character, that he keeps things to himself. So then you need to show us. And you should have showed us last episode. And it was such a disservice.
Exactly.
It was I hated that.
Exactly.
And they really needed to set a precedent with Rob with that point, because he's been vocal with Tiffany. He's the one who pulled Tiffany out of her shell. So for now, him to kind of go and draw inside, I would have liked us to know that about his character before just saying it. But no, you guys are absolutely right. So now we see Trig, and Trig is giving up on life, honey. He said, I want my girl back. F you, my little campaign manager. I quit. He was packing up his rusty bags, and he's like, I'm done. I need to put me first, Lucius. That's what he said. I need to put me first. Everything that's going on with everybody else, not my problem right now. I am focusing on home. Later on in the episode, he has a conversation with Fatima because she missed that D. the girls were like, girl, that's a good man, Savannah. She said, don't quote Waiting to Exhale to me. But he says, she's like, are you going to put your job first? He said, no, I'm putting that on the back burner just for you. And my thing is how he going to provide and keep you in the manner to which you are accustomed to being kept if he ain't doing no work? I'm going to start with you, EJ. What do you think about Trig's arc in this episode? What are your thoughts?
I got a lot to say about this. I'm gonna try to keep it short and brief. First and foremost, the fact that he, lets go of this position. We done went with him all the way through all of this mess, right? And now you in this position. Now you say, okay, my mental health ain't good enough for me to be here. Okay, I understand that. That's cool. Boom. But then we are basically saying bye Quincy, which brings me back to the whole point of last week. We didn't care about Quincy, and now Quincy is about to be gone. Like, what are we doing with all this unnecessary stuff? Then we got Fatima, who didn't even have your back, right? She didn't have your back, and you want her back. Like, I can't be with nobody who don't have my back. When I'm down bad, I need you to have my back when I'm down. That's when the chips count. And now you running back to her. I was over here like, Trig, really? We running back to her? Like, what are we doing? She left you and you didn't even do nothing. You are the victim here. Like, you are the victim. And she just left you like that. So no, I was not here for this. I didn't like it. I really didn't.
Listen, you're not wrong. You are not wrong, because she was not a ride or die, but we knew that. If he got a bid, she was not going to stick beside him. She wasn't. Candy, what are your thoughts about Victor, aka Trig, in this episode? And throwing away his little partner, his campaign manager. What did you think about that? Just tossing him.
I'm with y'all. I didn't like it. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I get why he's stepping back, because his mental health is not there. I get it. All right, we're gonna work on it, figure a way to come back to your, your seat in the whatever he got going on. But I didn't like the part where, Fatima, why did he want her back and begging her back? Like, he, why? Like he just said, she left you when you were down bad. She left you when you had the anklet on. And it wasn't your fault. You didn't do it, but she left you. Like he just said, I don't want to be with somebody that don't have my back when I'm down. When I, especially when it's not when I didn't do this. When I told you I didn't do it, I didn't do it. You left me anyway. Now I'm begging you to come back because I need you. No. And then how you going to provide? Like, what are you going to do? You going to come Trig again? And I don't care about the campaign manager. He want to know what about me? I don't, sir. Find somebody else. I need. No.
Well, that was my thing. I'm like, they're introduced him and his partner, the campaign manager, and I'm like, okay, what are we doing with it? Like, it's nothing compelling, nothing that draws us. I thought maybe the tie to Duda would be a thing, but it's not. But my thing is about Victor and his constituency, right? Because he took on this role to help the community. So where does that leave the community center? And I'm going to go to you, Jay. What do you think about Victor kind of abdicating his role? What about the kids? What about the people? Jay?
Okay, I heard you. I didn't hear you call my name. Okay, can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
You get me? Okay. All right, cool. All right. Don't worry, family. After Tuesday, your boy's internet is going to be straight. After Tuesday, I'm going to be good. All right. Okay. So, so I agree with everybody on the panel. Okay. And somebody said it. Somebody said his old girlfriend would have. Now, again, when did the whole, are you going to put me over your job? When was the job an issue? Because I don't remember them having an argument about the job. She's the one that helped him get in office. She's the one that encouraged him to come forward and show that he is in love with a transgender woman. You know what I'm saying? She was pushing him to get into office to do and make a change. So when the feds come around, you get scared and now you running off. I didn't like that. And for him to go back, it just shows me that dude, Victor, this is Victor. This ain't Trig. He's super desperate. He needs his mental health. He needs to go and get his own help without Fatima, go to therapy, right? Get some real help. Don't go to the brothers. The brothers are not licensed to do this. You need some real serious professional help with some of the traumas that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? We love the brothers, but the brothers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, go get your girl back. Yeah, good advice. Thanks. But no, he needs some real serious, professional help on this. And I really didn't like how Fatima was like, yeah, don't put your job first. Put me first. Why? Like, why? Like seriously, help me out. That wasn't an issue before, so why now? You know what I'm saying? So he's free. We ain't got to worry about it no more. Okay, you just want his attention. Cool. You got his attention. He wants you back. And kind of lame. Quincy, let me speak on Quincy. Quincy, you need to stop worrying about, and I said this in my video, you need to stop worrying about my man Trig and go and take care of your own household because you super messy boots. All right, you're gonna get mad at your boyfriend and then go in the DMs and then go screw another dude. Oh, we need to stay straight. Like, you supposed to be a straight now dude, but you ain't even freaking handling your own stuff. You super messy, and I'm glad they ain't spin the block on that because I really don't want to see Quincy or his boyfriend or his boyfriend. Or I'm really, the storyline was unnecessary. And like I said last week, they just put these two in, Quincy and his boyfriend, in there because the directors or the writers. Lena named the characters after the directors and writers, the new ones. So, you're talking about the writer's strike and all this and that. Look, you can rewrite stuff at any time. What are you talking about? Writer's strike or not, they have writers on the set to rewrite stuff. If it's garbage, it's garbage. And this was garbage to me. So,
well, I
sorry
mean,
to be so long-winded.
No, again, you're not wrong. And I think it's a very selfish move. And it really just speaks more to Fatima's character that she would want Trig to abandon this entire movement that he built in the community, right? As far as the center, the decisions he's made with the Black Caucus, and for this just to end abruptly. It's a hole in the story because would the real Victor do this? And definitely, I think this is a time to really approach his mental health. He's dealing with abandonment. He had severe trauma as a younger person, the crimes he's committed. He definitely need to get that off his chest. Absolutely. Now, this is what pissed me off. And we're going to talk about it right now because might as well get it out the way. Rosalind is back, honey, and she's doing damage control. I guess she's the prophetess now because she comes to Douda talking about it's too quiet. It's bad. I got a bad feeling. This ain't like before, which tells me Douda is going to be leaving us. Finally. I need that. But Rosalind's making her rounds, honey. She even stops to talk to Tony Childs and is like, listen. And Tony mad, like, why are you still with this man that you don't love? She said, it's business. Okay. Meanwhile, Rosalind and her girlfriend walking down the street. And next thing I know, she done pulled out the blicky, just firing. I mean, out of the blue. This is the part that literally made me yell at the screen because what in the hell? Who's following y'all? There was never any indication that Rosalind was under surveillance. Rosalind came in like, Douda, I'm scared for you. I mean, Candy, I'm gonna start with you. Where is all this apprehension coming from? What do you think about Rosalind and her girlfriend? And why does Douda seem to be so calm when he's talking to her about this?
I think Rosalind knows that Douda's time is coming to an end. She doesn't know by who. That's why she asked the Jill Marie Jones, I forgot her, Bianca. That's why she asked her, what's going on with him. Of course, she didn't tell her anything, but I think she knows something is going on with him because it is too quiet, and he is kind of calm with her. She just really doesn't know what it is, but I'm assuming she's going to figure it out. The girlfriend, that was wild as I'll get out. Like, what are you doing? I understand she's deaf, and I know their senses are heightened when they lose one. But how did you figure you needed to pop somebody in the middle of the street? I don't understand that. I think Rosa can handle herself if something ever happens. I don't think you need to be the one to do it unless it's very, very necessary. But she's reckless. She's a liability, and I think she might be the reason something happens to Rosalind if that's the case. I mean, because she's reckless. Like, where did that come from? Like, girl, calm down.
That part. I'm like, this is what you wanted the Blicky for, sis? So you could just fire randomly in downtown Chicago? And then the fact that y'all lingered in that same spot, like the police wasn't going to be there in 2 seconds. Jay, give us your thoughts. Talk about it. Let us know how you feel.
You're stupid, man. It's just okay. Where we going with this? Like, again, tell me where we going. The Serena is so hyped to get a strap. Ooh, why? Oh, I'm gonna protect you. Where we going? I don't understand. What do they want us to understand in these scenes? That, oh, I saw somebody following you, so I popped at him. Oh, make sure you talk to me first. So what? I don't care. So what? Okay. Yo, I have a strange feeling that something's gonna go down. Okay. I think he has that feeling too. We didn't need you to tell him that. I think he knows that. I mean, when he almost got popped last season or last part of the season, I think he already knows that, yes, something's brewing. Oh, there's a quiet before the storm. Why do we need these scenes? I don't get why we need these scenes. Oh, dude is in danger. I don't understand. It was, again, I am not a writer. I am not a film producer. I just watched a lot of shows and movies to know that, to me, these scenes were a waste of time. I didn't get anything out of it. I got nothing out of it.
Absolutely. And my good sis Monique is correct. If it's downtown area, cops coming quick, fast in a heartbeat, because that's where the money at. EJ, your thoughts on
Girl, pass. I'm joking. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was yeah. I mean, honestly, y'all don't really stump me with I don't really get stumped or be at a loss for words most of the time. But I got none for this crap right here. Like, it's another unnecessary thing. I keep saying that's a lot of unnecessary things. This is another one. If it does not move the story, if it does not come back and make it make sense, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that we had to see them go get the gun. It doesn't make sense that all of a sudden y'all just getting together. It doesn't make sense that you're shooting on the street for no reason. None of this makes sense. Doesn't make sense that Rosalind would come to Duda. Well, we've seen that time and time again. That part I'm okay with. That's something that she would do, is come to him and say whatever. She's always been trying to manage situationship or whatever it is. But some of this was just whack. Like, it really was.
Child, very much so. So let's
Here we go.
Here we go again. Another useless, needless. Like, if y'all just didn't want to do a 16 episode season, just do 8 episodes. Like, y'all didn't have to. We didn't have to drag it. Just wait, collect your thoughts, get in that writer's room, go back to the drawing board. Because what I don't care to see is Nina and the brat. I do not care. I don't care about this Vagrant World Tour that they are about to embark upon. EJ, thoughts? Ma'am.
Girl, I have no thoughts on this one either. Once again, another useless scene. There is no reason for us to spend the block on the brat anyway. I keep saying this and saying this. I don't know what happened or who got butt hurt inside of. I don't know what happened, but something happened behind the scenes for them to take out Dre the way they took her out, and then we bring this in, and it makes no sense. Why would we ever bring in a person that the other person cheated with, where there was a big whole ordeal with it, and now you spin the block back with something that was assumed to be a one night stand, and now we all of a sudden, oh, I like her. Oh, this, like, what? You don't even know her. Oh, I trust her. What? I don't get it. Like, and then we have to sit here, and it doesn't move the story forward. What are we going to get out of this? All the kids are grown, right? Keisha, Kevin, they're both grown. Yes, we still have Lene, but Lene, to a sense, she's in college. She's already graduated, so she's self-sufficient as well. Why do we even have to keep talking about this? Like, they could have just left this part out and we could have talked about something else that made sense. I don't need to know where Nina is. Half the time I forget she in the show sometimes, and I'm not being funny. I'm just keeping it real. I just want the story to move and to be exciting like it used to be.
That's what I want, EJ, because I do not care about Nina's cougar kitty cat. I could care less about this thing. Let's go. Jay, Talk about it. You want to go see the world with them? Do you care about their world tour?
Vacay J in the building. Ashley, EJ, Candy. Like I said, and I think I said this on whatever episode we was covering. I believe the way they wrote this, they wrote it like this was the last season, and they didn't think that they was gonna get renewed. So they was just throwing what they say. I'm gonna say the word, okay? I'm sorry if they throwing shit at the wall expecting something to stick. This right here made no sense. Like I said before, why you bringing back, and I love you, Brad, no disrespect. Why are you bringing back a pregnant Brat? Why are you making Nina seem so desperate that you are going to allow this person who she cheated with to come back? It says a lot about Nina's character. You're really tarnishing her character. She was already tarnished, right? She was already not doing too well as far as the way we viewed Nina, right? But now it's like, come on, dog. Like, she's really desperate to go all over the world. I'm like, come on, man. This is not cool. It's just not cool. Waste. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, stop. Just if we're gonna get Nina out of here, let her go away then. Bye, Nina. We'll see you later. That means, you know what that means? That means we're not gonna see her. If she goes with her, that means that we're not gonna see Nina again. So Nina's not gonna be here probably next season, which will be fine. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Go see your son, go travel the world with the Brat or whatever her name is, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too. Now, Candy, the comment says from Jay, hey, Jay, welcome. Did Keisha ever tell her mom that Nuck is Ronnie's dad or about the sickle cell? That would have been compelling TV. I would have liked to see Nina help, even though she wasn't no kind of mama, in my opinion. I would have liked to see her help Keisha navigate through all of that. What say you, Candy? What say you?
Now the conversation she had with Keisha last week, that to me, that this should have been the conversation she had about Ronnie, having a sickle cell. Now, whether she discussed that with her off camera or not, I don't know, because we hadn't heard her say anything to her girlfriends. She's talking about this refurbished love that she has with the Brat. I don't care for it. I wish we want to talk about something that's going to move the story along. How she's going to help Keisha help Ronnie. How are you going to help your grandchild? I want to see that. How are you going to help her navigate Nuck and Emmett? How are you going to help them facilitate their relationship? That's what I would like to see from Nina as a mother. Whether she can handle that or not, I don't know. But if she can't, then she need to say, well, you know what, y'all, I'm finna go stay with Kevin and bye. Not the Brat. No.
And if that wasn't enough, we needed to have a sister circle about it. We had to have a sister circle about it. And Jay, let's go to you, sir. I put your girl Tracy on there, top right, just for you, because I know you'd want a good close up of her.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We had Jada on the side, like,
I appreciate it.
We had Jada on the side, like, girl, what are you thinking about? Tracy's like, go for it. Just do it, like Nike. Jay, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so this is where they kind of get it accurate, right? Because now that Tracy, I love you, Tracy, but you are super single and you are all for Nina going with the lady that cheated with Nina while she was married. Not good advice, right? Not good advice. I love Jada, how she is the grounded one, how she's the sensible one, how she's like, yo, you don't even know this chick. Like, what are you doing? Like, go away. What is that? You just going to travel the world and do nothing? Like, I love Jada. Jada is always the sensible one here. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. All right, cheers. Again, thanks. Let's send her off. Let's go. Go ahead. Bye, Nina. Bye. We'll see you later. Okay, thank you for the conversation. We appreciate it. Go with the Brat. Go do some records. Go do whatever you need to do. But yeah, bye.
Bye. Candy, any thoughts?
The only part I appreciated was them saying that they had the kids. That's the only thing I can appreciate from these ladies. I wish they had given her better advice. But yeah, that's it.
EJ?
They had her back with the children, and that's it. Because she damn sure don't.
Okay, well, I got a lot to say about this part. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there real quick. So, first and foremost, let's just start here. So, we got the sister circle background. I'm going to say this in a very calm manner because I feel like I've been elevated. We got the sister circle back, right? The sister circle is supposed to be about having real conversations. Why are we not having a real conversation about the big ass elephant in the room? First of all, these are not your friends. I mean, they are, but they not. These are Dre friends. So why are we having this sister circle and we haven't even circled back to Dre? How are you feeling about, is there a divorce? Are you guys getting divorced? How are you feeling about Dre? How is Dre doing? How did this all come about? Why are we not having any of these conversations? But yeah, we over here talking about La Portia. You know what I'm saying? Can I get an amen in the chat
Amen.
somewhere, people? Why
Amen.
why are we talking about that? Like, why is that? Why are we not talking about Dre? Because that's the real conversation that should be had. And I'll just keep coming back to it. Somebody's butt hurt. Her feelings got hurt about somebody going over to the Powerverse. And now we just writing out everything that has to do with Dre. A real sister circle would have addressed Dre because that is the real elephant in the room. And that's all I'm going to say about that because they is tripping.
Preach on it.
Go ahead.
Because if we want to, because truth be told, and you're not wrong. Again, you're not wrong, Queen. You're not. Because Jada, to have confided about her condition to Dre, spoke volumes about their friendship. And for them to not even give her the moment to commiserate, we ain't have a side conversation with Dre, even if it was a phone call, right? We didn't have to see Dre. If it was a phone call, if it was a text message, something like, friend, I'm moving on. Me and Nina didn't work, but to leave it open like this, you're right. And well, not even open, but just not to address it. Problematic. Now, they had to play Anita Baker on this one, y'all. And I didn't need to see it. So we'll cover it briefly and I'll start with you, Candy. Yeah, Shad, like, but your ex-husband just died. And she said, what about her? Come on, bend me over this little banquet area. I mean, what you think, Candy? How you feel about Shad and Mama Alicia's romance?
We don't need to see it. We didn't need to see it. We don't need to know. I mean, I don't like it, because it's not real. We know it's rooted in evil. We know it's rooted in what you can do for me, and you probably will be my shield if something ever pop off, like Nino Brown did the little girl in,
New Jack City.
I don't like it. Like, and then y'all played Anita Baker at, out of all things. Like, y'all could have played somebody else. They should have played the Brat music or some shit. I don't know. I don't think that, no.
EJ?
Girl, a hot mess. Now we all in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we all in super love. We got Shad here with the googly eyes. Like, just last week, we was mourning our ex, in a sense. She was sitting up there. I mean, we got a little bit of a mourn per se. And now here we are with the googly eyes. Shad is all, and she all, I'm just like, that's what I was like. What are we doing? It doesn't fit the character. I was expecting this ruthless character to come in and do ruthless things. I don't know. Maybe it's my psyche. Maybe it's me, y'all. I want to see some stuff happen. I don't know why, but I don't want to go back to the love. Listen, I appreciated the love episode. Listen, I love love. I so love, right? But I don't want to see that in the Chi right now. I need to see some grit, some grime. I need to see some stuff happen. And ain't nothing happening with this. Ugh.
Not at all.
Because it's not real. It's not genuine. Like, no.
Jay? Vacay JTV? Vacay JTV, what say you?
All right. So the little bit that I heard, I agree with. I'm still going in and out. But I mean, they played Anita Baker. They try to make it all lovey-dovey and the whole nine. I agree with y'all. Now they in love and all this. And that. Really, he's, I guess, in love. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, it's kind of weird. It's a little, to be honest with you, it's a little cringe to me. Just a little cringe to me. and, and yeah, there's no real like, oh yeah, I agree with you, EJ. They need to get back to season 1, season 2, grit, grind. They need to get back to that. But I like that at the same time, because we all, as you said, we all like love, but it was kind of corny to me that whole season 5 was all about love and them wearing pink and running around. It's holiday. What's she gonna do? She's gonna take care of it. Whatever. It's not as gritty and grungy as we need it to be.
Okay. Okay. I want to go back to him to get his thoughts on this real quick, but we'll circle back. Okay, EJ. Keisha, Nuck, Emmett, one big happy family playing with the baby. What do you think about how Emmett's feeling? Have we still not established ground rules? Have we still not had the grown-up conversation with all 3 parents and kind of laid out what's gonna be feasible and comfortable for everyone? What are your thoughts, EJ?
Okay, because I got some thoughts. Y'all know I do. First and foremost, we went through this whole situation with Tiff, right? To where we had to establish these ground rules and we had to come to these whole resolutions, right? But for whatever reason, I feel like Keisha is not allowing this to happen. I feel like, I don't know if it's that she's just like relieved that Nuck is the father and maybe not this. I really can't tell you if that's what it is, because it's giving that so much. And it's like we're not establishing any type of boundaries when it comes to this situation. You are in a full-blown live-in relationship with somebody, and this is very much a man whose boss wants him unalived, right? That's one of the main parts. We gotta remember that this isn't normal. So you have that part. You got the part that this just kind of got thrown in. Like I have to, like everything, I have to reprogram my mind to know now that this is my new normal. I think it even says that somewhere, but this is his new normal, right? That Nuck is the father, and she just keeps throwing that up. Like, we all know, Keisha, we know Nuck is the father. We get it. But there has to be some boundaries somewhere. There has to be, like, there is no way that I would have told my husband, oh, you can come by. I would have talked to my husband first before just saying you can come by. Just because you are the father does not mean that you are invited to every last single thing that we have. At this point, if you have a Thanksgiving dinner somewhere with your people, not Nuck, to keep in mind, because Nuck is a different type of father, but if it was like a regular life, if you have your situation, then yes, baby boy can come over there and hang out with you. But you don't have to be in my situation where you coming to hang out with my people. That has to be very uncomfortable for Emmett. I felt like it was very insensitive of Keisha to not even recognize that this would hurt him in some sort of way. I think some people are going to say, but what about the Tiff thing? Well, her and Tiff were friends, and it's very different because they had a friendship by themselves, and they had to work through their relationship because of their own friendship. So it was different. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either. Probably more because I can feel Nuck's intentions, and Nuck is rubbing it in to the max. Okay, skinning and grinning. Jay, I still see you. You good to go? So we're gonna go to you next. Tell us how you feel.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I'm still rocking. So I agree. This to me, and I was thinking about it as EJ was speaking. I really believe that Keisha still has feelings for Nuck. I believe she is lying. I believe that she is still on a level to say, what if I wasn't kidnapped? What would have been like if I was with Nuck? Because again, Nuck is super sweet on Keisha, right? Nuck is, even though he's a thug and he's like an idiot or whatever the case is, but he will still protect. He's more gully, way more gully than Emmett, right? So again, Emmett and Keisha are not married. They still boyfriend, girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want it to happen. A lot of people say, well, maybe Keisha's going to get with Nuck. I hope not, because Nuck about to be out of here anyway. You know what I mean? So if she had a feeling that she's going to get with Nuck and that they was going to raise their son together, then it's like, it ain't happening, Keisha. So forget about it. Don't worry about it. Like, Nuck is about to be out of here. But yes, Emmett, she's not considerate of Emmett's feelings at all. This is like, that's my son. But well, what about how I feel? What about how I feel? So
accurate. It's very bad on Keisha's part because it is her responsibility. And I get being glad that oh boy wasn't a daddy, but come on, Candy, what any thoughts on this?
Everything I said I did not want to happen with this these findings is happening. I wanted boundaries set in place because there need to be boundaries. However, Nuck don't know boundaries. You know, Emmett's feelings are being put to the side, way to the side. Keisha don't care. I am hoping Keisha does not circle the block and get back with Nuck. I don't want that. But like Jay says, it seemed like she could do something like that because I don't know what's going on with Keisha. She's inviting this guy to somebody else's home. And I don't know if she knows about the deal with Tiff and Rob, but Nuck is taking money off the top from them just to keep Rob alive. I don't know if she knows how, but that's what we know. His boss is trying to take Emmett out, and you know that. And you yet and still invite this man into every doggone thing y'all got going on. Something is going on with Keisha. That's why I said Nina needed to talk to her, but I don't know if Nina is the right person to talk to her. Dre, where is Dre? Somebody call Dre and phone in or something. We need somebody to do something because Keisha is losing it. She's thinking this is the right thing to do, and it's definitely not the right thing to do. He doesn't have to be everywhere. You know, he wasn't there for the past 3, 4, 5 years. However the little boy is, he ain't been there that long. It don't matter. One more holiday, it ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah, because you done already took him trick-or-treating. I mean, can't y'all go to the meet at the park for a couple hours? Like, why he got to come in the house and do all that? But we got a super chat. Hey, DeMarcus. Hey, DeMarcus. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. You know, it helps me keep going. Helps me keep going strong over here. And he wants to know who's smarter, Nuck or Kane. And I'm going to say they both on the same school bus and they both went to the same school. But EJ, you want to answer this for DeMarcus?
Listen, they both, like you said, they both in the same realm for me. Like they on the same level, DeMarcus. They really are. I know you team Kane and probably team Nuck, based on the time that I have known you out here in these internet streets. I know that's exactly what you are. It's team Nuck and team Kane. So they on the same playing field. Ain't neither one of them better.
Jay?
I agree with the panel. They're both on the spectrum and both on that short bus. You know, Kane at least had a little bit of dummy global snitching education from Mecca, but other than that, yeah, they're gonna make the same decisions, and you know. But Kane is winning right now. Kane is winning right now. If we talking about an episode per episode, Kane is winning right now.
Candy.
Yeah, because I ain't never seen Kane get his ass beat like that.
Not yet. So
So
I'm hoping soon
Kane.
come. Okay. And so the plot thickens with Damien. We find out more and more about Damien every chance we get, honey. Apparently, he got a bag stash somewhere. So I want to know from each of you, do you believe he got some money hidden from that job they got caught up doing where oh boy did the bid for him? And why Damien smashing people's wives? Like, I didn't see that in young Damien. I didn't see that in you, Jamal. I didn't see you out there getting the panties like that. I'm going to start with you, Jay. What did you think of this? It was so random to me.
Look, like, so all I can say is like the apple don't fall too far from the tree, right? Damien is just like his daddy, and Emmett is just like his daddy, sleeping with a whole bunch of girls and the whole nine. But for the fact that your boy is that gully, Damien is that gully to sleep with somebody's girlfriend, all right? That was his girlfriend, you know, there's a main squeeze or whatever, right? That was my wife. Yeah, I ain't married. Well, you know, we when you locked up, that's my wife. Yeah, okay, whatever the case, whatever logic that is. Still, your boy Damien, yo, he ruthless. He play like he's sweet, play like he nice or whatever. That boy is ruthless, man. You gonna sleep with the next man, girl? That sound, you know what that sound like? That sound like Drake sleeping with Lil Wayne's girl when Lil Wayne was locked up. Same thing, same exact thing. Wrong is wrong. Damien's wrong and Damien Drake, they go together right now. So get up out of here, Damien. You're wrong for doing that. You're wrong for doing it. Does he still have some money on the side? I don't think so. I think that he's just going to finagle the numbers at Smokies to make sure your boy has a little something extra. Because if not, then this man going to really terrorize Damien's life. I believe it.
I mean, maybe they grew up on that song "Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None." You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what Damien felt like it was shared community property. Candy, what are your thoughts? Do you think Damien has a bag stashed?
I don't know if he does. I don't know. Did they rob a bank or did they rob a store? So I don't know. But I think what's his name? Keith. I think your wife is a 304, your girlfriend is a 304, a 403, or however they call it. She's for the streets. I have no problem with Damien smashing her because you could not. It is what it is. Are they friends? I don't know. They just had to do some work. And it is what it is. You went to jail. You went to jail for 6 years for me, and I'm finna go, pounce around on your girl. And I don't know why you mad because she gave it up. So you be mad at the wrong one. Sir, you may mad at her, not him.
Yeah,
anyway, moving on.
You ain't take it. She gave it away. EJ, thoughts?
Okay. I just got one. Can I say two things?
Yeah.
The first thing I want to do is I just want to double back just 1 second because it just hit me again. The other reason why Keisha was selfish, it was because Nuck, if she take him over there with she invited them to somebody else's house, but you inviting him to the other people's house. Alicia gonna be there, Rob gonna be there. How you just gonna invite that man? How you gonna do that? It just hit me that all of them was gonna be there. They are anyway, I'm sorry.
Right.
That part just hit me. But anyway, sorry. Back focus now. Back to this. Yeah, this was interesting. I think Damien is I think Damien, like Jay is saying, is playing a game. Like I think he is definitely a little more, he ain't as gullible as we think that he is what I really think. And I thought it was funny that he smashed his wife. I mean, it's like Candy said. I mean, you couldn't do it, so somebody had to do it. I'm trying to take care of her while you doing a bid for me, okay? Let me help you out. So this is where being helpful.
No code.
So y'all see this twin. Where have you been with Bakari's whole face? We see Brittany sitting there talking to Duda. What did you think of this exchange? Who is she rolling over on? Jay, you not frozen, so I'm gonna go to you first, then EJ, then Candy.
Can it build a snowman? Am I frozen? I'm not frozen. Okay. So
no, you're good to go.
Perfect. So I didn't know who she was going to snitch on. Actually, I first thought you don't need to be watching Bakari. You need to be watching somebody else. You know what I'm saying? First thought that came to my mind was Zay, because to me, Zay was the one making so many different moves, moving around the church, doing all this and that. So I first thought it was Zay, but the only other person it could be is Nuck. So at this point, I could have sworn that this dude was gonna tell Duda that he got a little deal with Tiffany on the side for robbing the whole nine. He ain't do that. Like that's again on that bus again. Like that was the dumbest move. One of the dumbest moves that Nuck has ever made, to not tell your boss that you taking a little something on the side and he the man in the city and you celebrating him and how ruthless he is. So, it was good that Brittany did that. This way she can get Bakari off the hook and then she can get off the hook. Like, your services are no longer needed. I mean, he pulled out the strap like, I'm about to take you out. But I'm glad she told him what she told him to get Bakari off the hook.
Okay, so she does love her brother, EJ. Brittany really loves Bakari. You think she was just in a bad situation?
Yeah, I mean, they dangle some money in front of her, and when you ain't got no money, it seems like a simple thing to do. I'm just gonna go spy on my brother, but I ain't gonna tell too much. I'm just gonna tell what, whatever, a little bit, but not nothing, just enough to keep me with the money. But I thought it was a smart play to tell on Nuck. I mean, that's who she should have told on. I'm just wondering how she even knew about Nook doing this, because how else does Duda find out about it? I know they don't tell us who she told on. From what I remember, it kind of cuts off, and they don't actually say it. But then later we get the whole scene, so that's the only thing that made sense to me. I just don't know how she knew, because you supposed to be spying on Bakari. You paying attention to the wrong thing. How you know?
Yeah, Brittany been watching. Brittany from the streets though, so maybe she knows I need to watch more than this. And we know Duda ain't gonna let nobody go of their own free will of volition. So Kandi, when she said, "If I tell you this, you gonna leave me alone," is Duda, if he lives, gonna let Britt go, or is he always gonna keep her in his pocket? What you think?
He probably. I mean, he's Duda. He can do what he wants to do. He can backtrack and make her do something else, whether he pay her or not. He can always threaten her with the blicky, just like when he put it on the table. That's what made her, say something, because I don't think she would have given him anything had he not done that. Or maybe she would have, say, leave my brother alone, and here is this other intel. This is what I can give you. Like he just said, how did she know? I don't know how she knew, but I don't mind. I'm glad she told. It was either him or Zay. I don't really care about Brittany. It's the women in this show been acting slow these past couple episodes. They acting less than smart. I don't know.
We gonna stay right here, Kandi. I'm gonna stay with you. The pastor and the first lady, and the pastor wants to play in the snow, but he's practicing restraint. Wifey said, I might cheat with the little high school boys, but money is your mistress. What did you think about their whole little exchange? What you think about Brittany Snow? What you think? How you feel?
I was glad that we finally got to know, the understanding of their relationship. Now that we know he's aware of the younger guys, and she knows that he has something going on with this young lady. Who is this? She said Jim Jones. Okay.
Sarah, I think.
Yeah. What's the man? Anyway, he's gonna smash the little snow bunny. He gonna smash her. I think if they don't finish in the next episode, they're gonna get it in. I think it was weird. Well, it ain't weird. Why you want the approval of another man, of another pastor? Like, what is he gonna do for you? He's gonna help you elevate. You're not really a preacher. You're really more of a speaker. So I don't know why you want somebody else's approval. Is it financial gain that you're going to get from this? I think that was stupid. I think that was a throw in that was, it didn't make sense to me. She wants to bring over the guy that she's hunching to her house. These people are stupid. Is that a nice thing to say? They are less than smart. Why you want to bring your piece of work to your house? Why is it okay? Why to say it out your mouth is okay to bring him to sit at your table with your family and your husband?
Listen, they all different. But I will say this: the part about him wanting mentorship from this senior pastor did make sense to me in the church world, because a lot of times the association is going to dictate the amount of money that you can make. It's going to dictate your exposure. Those connections are integral in ministry, right? To be somebody and to be something. So I get what he's trying to do there, but I don't think that screwing the man's daughter is going to do it. Jay, we'll head to you next. What do you think about him vying for the approval of this big mega pastor? And what do you think of their arrangement? Okay. EJ.
He's posing.
Hold on. All right, EJ, I'm gonna go to you.
Oh, he moved again. That's why I was like, okay.
He's in the mannequin challenge.
Yeah, I thought this was interesting, and I do get it. And like you said, connections in this world it's all about connections and who you know and who you can be aligned with. That's what gets you and elevates you. And so he's looking at him like, hey, this is where I want to be. I want to be like this guy. So if you make the right moves and you make the right connections with the right people, this is going to put you in the right spot when it comes to that, to this particular world, when it comes to mega churches. And then as far as the wife is concerned, we knew that there was something. There had to be some reason why she was so bold at doing what she did, because it was just so weird. So I'm glad we did get that particular story out of the way. Messing with the daughter though, that is not the way to go by what you're trying to do, because we all know that eventually what will end up happening, you do that, you cross that line, something's gonna happen, and something's gonna and then she's gonna go back and tell daddy, and then instead of you getting elevated, your name gonna get tarnished, because at the end of the day, you still a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, stop playing. So that's my thoughts.
Jay, we back?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I back? Am I good?
Yes.
Okay. First off, thank you for that. Thank you for that picture, because shout out to the casting, because she is fine as hell. Okay, yeah, that's right. I'm being mannish. No, I'm not being mannish. I am full grown man candy. So anyway, this definitely revealed a lot to me. It revealed a lot to me. Don't play yourself, EJ. It revealed a lot to me that these guys are just business partners. You know what I mean? They're both scammers. They came together. He's trying to rise in the church world. I think I heard you say that, Ashley. Then she is just trying to stay out of the way and do her little own thing. I think we all called it that she would have a harem of young men to mess around with. You know what I mean? Just as long as I don't, embarrass you. That's what you said. But with him, he's all about elevating and being that mega church guy. So to have I'm just going to say it, have a white counterpart to be down with the insiders of the mega churches is huge for him. Like ultimate riches, all those planes and those jets and all those boats and yachts. That's what he wants. He wants all of that stuff through the church. So yes, messing around with the daughter, if that's what's going to get him there, he's going to do what he got to do. But yeah, they are both just super messy.
Jay, while you good, let's talk Bakari. He sent the book back. They're going to pass, but they gave edits. Also, the girls decide they're going to tell Lene everything, and she got to tell Bakari, don't do anything stupid. How did you feel about Bakari's arc this episode?
Well, first, I was scared. I was scared for Bakari. I was scared. I was super scared, because a manuscript, bro, of your life, and you naming names in it, now somebody else has a copy of it, and now somebody's editing it. So now they know your story because they read it. I was scared. I was very scared for Bakari at this point. Dr. Gardner allowed this to happen. All right. I know Bakari was just like, listen, if you don't help me, I'm going to die anyway, in the whole nine. I get it. But you let it go this far where now you got people on the outside. Who knows who edited that manuscript? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? That information may be pertinent information to lock up Douda, or to lock up somebody, or to put Bakari in danger. Okay. Shout out to Lene. Super sweet. I love Lene. I always love Lene. Super sweet to do that and to not tell on her little friends, Gemma and Maisha. But he was really upset about that. So I hope he does get a chance to talk to Brittany. You know what I mean? But right now she's just mad angry. But I'm scared for Bakari, because who knows what's going to happen. They may lock him up too if he's talking about his own life and taking, possibly the life of Ronnie in his manuscript, or anybody's taken out. So it's a possibility that dude is out of here, whether he gets shot or put in jail, or, they may lock up Bakari because of this manuscript. So I'm scared for him.
Yeah. EJ?
I think I would hope that they were smart enough to change the names, and make it to where it's not necessarily. I mean, they'd have to really prove that it was based off of real life. I mean, It's a book. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. But at the end of the day, I feel like they're putting a lot of emphasis on it for a reason. So it must be pertinent to the story. But then again, it's been a lot of stuff that hasn't been pertinent to the story. So I just don't know. But I would hope that that is the reasoning why we are doing this. And if that is the case, then yeah, it could definitely be something that would backfire on him if it gets into the wrong hands and they play it out that way. But I don't know at this point.
We'll see what they do. But baby, my baby Bakari was so proclaimed. He talked to Linnea, talking about, I can't take no more bad news. Tell me you're not breaking up with me because I can't handle it today. I can't handle no more rejection.
Right.
Candy, did you feel bad for Bakari?
Yes, that's my baby. I feel for him. I felt for him. And when he asked Linnea, please tell me not. That is like, I laughed at it because it's like, please, like, but I liked it. And I liked the way she, gave him the information. She gave it to him like, hey, your sister was playing you, and I cannot tell you who my sources are, but I do trust them. And he accepted the information. I just hate that he needs to know a delay is not a denial, that it takes time to get where you want to be. Your first writing is not going to always be top tier. It's not going to be accepted. You're going to have to, double back, erase, and rewrite. He needs to know that. But I do hope Professor Gardner was smart enough to make sure that the names were changed and certain things were switched. I really hope he made sure that was done to keep him innocent.
I hope so too. Professor Gardner seems like he went to school with Otis, so maybe he has some semblance of street smarts. EJ, I'm gonna start with you, honey. Baby girl wants to know, is they gonna be a good role model for her son? Did we need this scene? Was this even relevant to anything? Like, girl, he ain't no good. Depends on the type of man you want your son to be. Well, what do you think, EJ? The floor is yours, sis.
Girl, listen, let me pull my mic up some. Listen, first and foremost, first question, no. I almost said no, but I'm gonna keep it cute. No, it was not necessary at all. This is another unnecessary scene. This couple together is an unnecessary couple together. Like, they don't even make sense to be together. We don't need these two to be together. There is no story where it makes sense that these two are together. It does nothing to push anything along. And the answer he's given her the answer time and time again. I did not see Kenya as someone who was not smart enough to pick up on what somebody was saying. When we first met this character, she seemed very smart. And I don't want to call her unsmart. I'm going to take a page out of your book, Candy. I don't want to call her unsmart, is what I don't want to do. But she is acting like she doesn't get it. Like, if someone says to me, it depends on what type of man you want him to be, that tells me a lot in that statement. Okay? Because if I were going to be a good role model, I wouldn't have to say that. Like, I really wouldn't have to. That's really a yes or no question. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you have to ask me that question says that there's a problem. Like, we shouldn't even have to ask. You shouldn't have to ask a person that question. You should be able to see if they're going to be a good role model or not by their actions and by what they're doing. The fact that he works for Douda, which we all know at this point who Douda is. We all know what he do. I mean, it's not like he a ghost operating day and night. He tried it, but at this point, everybody know, right? So if you know this and you know that I work for Douda, stop asking me these dumbass questions. Like, girl, no. No, I'm not a good role model for your son. And he all but said that, but she didn't want to listen.
No. Oh, Jay?
A 19-year-old looking for a male figure, and he is definitely the wrong one. I don't know. You know what? Don't get rid of the show. At this point, don't get rid of the show. Change the writers. It seems like almost everybody that we're talking about today is not really being sensible or thinking at all. It's really really taking down the quality of the character, and I don't like where it's going. So again, last season or last part of the season, Kenya seemed very smart. She seemed like she was really, going to be there and being very helpful to Papa and the whole nine. Now she's just asking these crazy questions, as you said, and she's putting her son in danger with this dude, knowing that he's down with Duda. You're now going, you're looking for love in all the wrong places, as they say. So where are we going? Change the writers, yo. I'm sorry. This is just my opinion, my personal opinion. Change the writers. Don't kill the show. Just change the writing. And I think we're going to be all right, because this is just, it's depressing to me. It's very depressing to me, and it's a waste of time for us, unless they're going to show us in this last episode that they're going to wrap all of this stuff up. Like, then they could say, okay, that makes sense now. It makes total sense why you did that. Make total sense why you did this. But that's a lot of stuff to clean up in one last episode for us.
They can't do it.
You know what I mean? So change the writers. Don't kill the show.
And I'm gonna say they need to bow out after episode 7, because y'all done gave us 5 years of pretty quality writing, and then it's sad to see it crumble in 4 or 5 episodes, but they've managed it. Candy, before I go on, any thoughts on Zay and Kenya?
Nothing made sense in this episode. I think everybody has said something to the effect of shit just didn't go together. Nothing is meshing, nothing is gelling, nothing makes sense. What is this? Why did you ask him that question? What has he shown you to make you think he could be? Like, girl, what is going on? Like I said, the ladies are less than smart this episode. The dudes are shit. Are you a good role model for my son? I don't know why she wanted to know that. I want to know the issue between her and her father. I need to know that. Somebody answer that, please. In season 7, we need to know what happened between this child and her daddy, as to why she wants to ask Zay, is he a good role model for her son? That's what I want to know. What happened between you and your pappy?
What happened?
Let's talk about that.
What happened? Yeah, get to that. That would be deep. And that's what I'm used to with The Chi, right? Give us some deep subject matter that we can sit and rest on, centered around family and relationships. That's what the show was built on, right? How all these people are interconnected and live different lives, but can come together, right? Work out their issues, deal with things, in the environment that they live in. Anyway,
right.
Lala, Big Key, she's sick of brokies, okay? Vic Mensa, big fine, but she said, you not too fine, but you kind of fine enough. So come on, go back to the house, even though you broke. Jay, you're not frozen, so we're going to go with you. What you think of them about to get busy on the counter in Smokies? How'd you feel?
Unsanitary. Now you think about being unsanitary? You did it with Emmett. Come on, man. Just stop that. Just stop. So again, another cycle. You broke. I'm tired of dealing with broke dudes. I'm tired of dealing with dudes that ain't really got it together, but then you go sleep with them anyway, because you a freak. We know you as a freak. Like, it's like you freaking off in many different ways. So it's like you're playing the same character over and over and over. And this is just another case of, well, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna mess with you. You know what I'm saying? But almost everything, every show she's in, she freaking off on somebody. She freaking off on Tia's Marquisha. She freaking off right here with this dude. She was freaking off with Emmett and Emmett's father. Like, you just playing the same character over and over and over. So again, they're, as you said it, Candy, they're not writing the ladies in a smart way. They're not being sensible and being wise at all. They're making bad decisions. They're asking crazy questions. They're just not caring about the men's feelings. I'm talking about Keisha, specifically. And it's just, again, make sense. Okay, that should have been the name of this mother freaking episode. It don't make sense. So y'all make it make sense for us, all right? Because we obviously are writing some craziness. The Chi's wilding out.
I'm not even gonna try. Usually I'm one of them to try to make it make sense, but I don't even know how he would keep it up. She just called you broke. I'm sick of Dusties. That's what she said. I'm sick of y'all. But then proceeds to bust it wide open. Like I said, Jamal, aka Vic Mensa, big fine. but all them tattoos, all that fineness ain't gonna pay no bills. And again, you done tore the man down, but then said, I'll give you some of this cougar cat hootenanny. I'll give you some of it, but you got to get it together. Ladies, this is a PSA. That's not how any of this works, sis. Don't do that. He got to come to the table correct, unless you're in your 20s. All right. In your 20s, you can build with somebody, baby. When you get to them 30s and older, he need to come with something. I'm gonna set that right there. But Candy, what say you? What say you?
She got big nerve, big Keisha nerve, big nerve. Because y'all at the same place. Like, why are you down in this man when y'all working at the same restaurant? I don't know what your pay grade is, but y'all at the same restaurant. So I need you to calm it down. I understand what you're saying, but you should not even put yourself in position to even, if your thought is he's broke, you should not even put yourself in a position to even want to, for him to think you like him. So why? Because if I see somebody that's fine and I know he might be broken, I don't want a broke ninja, I'm not going to give him no energy. So you should have not given him any energy to make him think he can holler at you, rub up on you, fill up on you, or whatever it is. So if you want broke ninjas, that's your fault because y'all at the same restaurant. Next.
My question, I just put it in the chat, and I'll pose it to you, EJ. Is this a repeat of the Deja Shad situation? You going into it with a man you don't really accept where he's at. Is she gonna hold this over his head? What do you think about this connection anyway? What you think?
Well, so much to say. The problem is that I like looking at
part owner. Oh hell, I didn't know that.
I didn't either, but she might be. I know that her and Emmett did something to, they supposed to be something together, whatever. Okay, but let me get back to this part.
But she know how much he make then. So why you even? No, I'm sorry, EJ. Never mind. See, that's even stupider.
Not her. Okay. So first of all, I do like to look at Jamal. Jamal is great to look at. Like, shout out to Vic. So, but anyway, moving past that. Okay, girl. Exactly, Tamika. Exactly. That's how I feel about it. Listen, the thing is that when she went into this whole you broke, like I'm tired of messing with broke things, because all I heard in my mind is you broke and I don't even know why we even doing this. You ain't got no, like all of that. Well, first of all, we know that he did a bid. You can tell that he did a bid and he did it for a reason. She don't know what the reasoning is. He say he trying to change his life. I just feel like the moment that she said those words right there, I don't even know why you still there, Jamal. At this point, I would have been like, listen, you already, like Candy said, you know what I make. Like, you know exactly what I make. You know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I just felt like you did all of that. It's almost like you tore him down. Like, why do we need to do that to the character? Like, why do we need to do that to Jamal? Just speaking specifically as someone who has a bunch of brothers, like, why do we need to do that to him in this moment? He know what he make. He know where he at in life. Why do we need to remind him of that? So if you already know all of this, why are we kissing on him? Why are we giving him the time of day when we already have established in your mind that he broke? Because it's not like you asked him. It's not like you asked him. He might got some stuff on the side. You didn't ask him. You just went into the fact that you broke. You ain't got no house when you found that. Oh, so you homeless? Like, everything about that was just so disrespectful on every single level. Like, I'm a person that's going to be like, I'm not going to say that to you because I feel like people got feelings and you don't know where they going. But if I don't want to be with you in that moment, if that's not what I'm looking for, if I know that I done been through a bunch of brokies and that's not what I want to do, then I'm just not going to do it. But I don't have to say it the way that she said it. And then the fact that he keeps going, bruh, let me tell you right now, trust me and believe me that it is a lot of people that's going to be trying to bust it open for you. So you ain't got to worry about her. Like, I would have walked away from her. Like, I would have been like, okay. Like,
I don't know how he kept it up after that. I would have been tired.
I'm not coming back to your house with you. Like, no, I'm not finna do that. Like,
but I will say this is like the second time just in these couple episodes where we've seen a black man homeless. And I don't know what point they're trying to make this season, but they have been ripping black men to shreds. Like every chance they get, they are cutting them up. Yeah, I don't think he needed to abide it. She should have just
Yeah, he's at
never.
a halfway house. Yeah.
Yeah, he's at a halfway house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because he
I
did it.
don't want to pray before we do it. Girl, shut up.
Yeah.
he said he
Girl,
prayed before he eats anything.
wanna
That's what he
pray.
said.
Okay, because the girl, never mind. I'm married.
Yeah, that was
Enjoy
funny.
it.
That was funny. I like I did like that line though. Yeah, I like
That
that line.
Child, listen. Oh, okay, TP. I see you and I hear you. I see you. I hear you, TP. All right. So now we have Tony Childs and Duda. And this was a transaction. I don't even know if we really need to talk about that, but he screwed her like she was a dog. I didn't like nothing about this. It was very rough. I wouldn't be surprised if the people were triggered by this because she looked like he just SA'd her, is the look on her face. And she was like, "Are you all right?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I'm just like, and look at him in the mirror. He looked half unalive. Anybody want to say anything about this, or can we want to ease on down? Just chime in if you have anything to say.
That was gross.
Yeah, it was a horrible scene to look at. I think that the point that it all makes when it all comes back to it is that Duda does anything that he wants to do. When he feels like people have wronged him, this is his behavior, that he does. He feels like she's wronged him. So he knows that she wants to be back in his good graces. But what does he go and do? He goes and he takes all his frustration, but not in a good way, out on her. I feel like it was a lot of people triggered by this, but this is another one of those things that, as far as The Chi is concerned, The Chi always brings issues to the forefront. That's why I've always liked this show, because they always bring things to the forefront. They've never shied away from talking about hard things or talking about issues that really do go on in life. And that's what I've always liked about the show. I just wish we would get back to more of that per se, but it was just one of those things that people ain't gonna want to talk about it. But, it's one of those things that happens in real life. But it was definitely a difficult thing to look at. But I want to see how Bianca gonna react.
Anybody else want to comment on that last one before we move on? No? Okay. Now we're besties. We done smoked together, so now we are best friends. Jay, I'm gonna start with you. What do you think about this newfound connection and kinship between Mama Alicia and Tiffany? Yes, sir.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whenever you say my name, for whatever reason, it cuts out. So that's why. Yeah, I don't hear. Okay. What we doing here? Yeah. They kept sending your boy back and chuckling. Hey, you better go back to the store, get the cranberry. You better go do, you had to do a little bonding thing, right? And then, for her to be on some like, in my day, it was just funny to watch her talk about back in my day, last time I smoked reefer. And I'm just like, it was funny to see. It was cool to see that they're bonding now. She's like, well, I'm going to be a silent partner, but you're not really that silent though, so that was funny. It was cool. I like how they're bonding. And yeah, just like Rob said, at least you got a name now. At least she doesn't call you girl. She calls you by your name. So it was cool to see them, come together for a little something. But, let's see where it goes.
A win is a win. Candy, what you think?
I enjoyed them become, besties, over the organic, homegrown, your son and I did this together, and enjoy it because it's not like what you're used to. And it's, this is high level, top shelf type of stuff, like my box is cost 5 G's, this is not the cheap low level stuff that you get. I enjoyed the conversation, between them. I enjoyed, the dynamics. I like to see that they're growing, closer together. Hopefully it sticks. And yeah, I enjoyed it.
EJ, anything on this?
Oh yeah, this was probably my only favorite part. I just like seeing them smoke together. I was like, okay, about time we get to this point. I loved Rob, what he said to her. At least you got a name now. He keeping it real. Like, shoot, like, we getting somewhere. So this was probably the best part to me. I like seeing. I love it when we can see people come together and do better and be better. I think Alicia really rock with Tiff though. I ain't gonna lie. I think she really like her low key.
I do too.
She had to grow on her.
I think she sees some of herself in her. But yeah, I said it in the chat, but I really needed them to call Instacart because gas to go to the store 5 times back and forth was ridiculous. If you don't make an order and get everything you need and have them people deliver it. Now this was really sick to me. This was a sick situation, and not so much what Douda did, because I expect this from Douda, but the fact that after he got the brakes beat off of him, said, when can I come back? It was very much giving you are a battered husband coming back in the fold, a battered wife. You know what I mean? EJ, I'm going to start with you. What did you think about this whole scene, Douda calling Nuck out for his side ventures and beating the brakes off of him?
This is exactly what we expect from Douda, absolutely. But I did, like you said, it was interesting his comeback on it. I was like, really? That's how we coming back? Like, you have a whole kid now, so you need to be trying to do better and be better. But maybe this is all that he knows. I'm trying to think of it from the character's perspective. I like to try to do that and try not to think about it from my perspective. From his perspective, maybe this is what he knows. This is all that he knows, and so it's just part of the thing. You do something, you get punished for it, and then when can I come back? Because that's what it gave to me. Is like, okay, I did something, now he punishing me. And it seems like this is what Douda's organization has been doing. Like, somebody do something, he punished them, and then we try to move on. He's done it to Bakari. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I feel like he conditioned to it. Like, that's what he thinks it's supposed to be. And I don't know if Douda is just got hands, or and nobody else can fight. I don't know. I just feel like I was like, Nuck, I thought you had a chance. But okay.
Candy.
This gave me Slave Master. Ooh. This gave me, I own you. I tell you what to do. I'm going to beat your behind. I'm going to beat you up. And then your response is when can I come back? Because he wants to know when can he come back, because he knows he's not going anywhere. He's not going to release him to the streets or to be his own man. You're benched because you still have a job. So you're benched. When can you come back? And I think he said, when I tell you to come back or something like that. I can't really remember what his response was, but yeah, it just gave me, I'm gonna beat your butt for what you did, and now you sit down until I tell you otherwise.
Jay,
it was hard.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me? All right.
Yes.
Put your dukes up. Come on, put your dukes up. That's what I see. You disloyal to me. Come on, you little whippersnapper. Let me beat you down real quick. Like, I was mad at this too, because you got young Nuck. And yeah, Douda got hands, but come on, look like that at all. Yeah, he got maybe 1 or 2 licks off on Douda. But Douda beat the crap out of Nuck like that. I'm like, dang, okay. Douda got hands, but still, it is what it is. That's good. He deserved it. Nuck deserved it. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? All the shots you taking at, Emmett, you deserve it because you took out the pastor. You deserve way more than that because you took out the pastor. So yeah, it's about time. Let's beat Nuck down real quick. I don't condone violence, but Nuck deserves it. Let's beat him down real quick. Don't take his life, you know what I mean? So, but you're benched, and we got a new player in the game. Let's go.
Okay, Jay, now let me get your take on this. Zay and Douda having their conversation on the pier. Are you ready to be number 2, Zay? Is Zay ready to be number 2? Jay?
All in all, Zay has been number 2. To be honest with you, Zay has been number 2. Zay has been taking dudes out. Zay has not really caused him too much trouble, right? Been more trouble than Zay. So because by default, he's gonna refer to Zay. So nothing's gonna work, but we still gotta find out what is Zay's connection to Alicia and how is Alicia using him as part of her plan. That's what we still need to find out. But by him becoming number two, I guess if he is part of Alicia's plan, that puts Zay right next. So if we need to take out Douda with one pop, like I'm right next to him, pow, he'll be right next to him to take him out. So let's see what happens.
Candy, EJ, any thoughts on Zay being number 2?
I have a joke. No, he's not ready to be number 2 because it's tomorrow's Thanksgiving and I got to go with my girlfriend. No, he's ready. He want a day off. So he want a day off before he starts. But yeah, like Jay said, he's always been there. Even though he might be with Alicia. Who knows? I don't know how they're going to work this out. I think, like y'all said before, because they thought this was the, last season, that I guess we don't have to get that answer. I don't know. But yeah, of course, he's gung-ho. He's ready. He's being ready to do that. Like Jay said, he's already been doing it, but now he's really putting in that work because he's been doing all Douda's dirty work. Nook hadn't been doing anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
EJ?
I think that we are at this point where we don't know whose side Zay really is on. I feel like Zay wants to be at the head. I don't feel like he wants to be anybody's number 2, but he's playing the long game. They made us think this character was not smart, only to find out that this character might be a little bit smarter than what we actually think he is, and that he might actually be working both sides. And once he plays both sides to get, to try to get where he wants, I don't think it will go down the way that he thinks it will, but I think that it's going to be an interesting ride to see how far he actually gets in this whole thing. And one last thing on the I was wrong about Douda. I said that he wouldn't take out Alonzo. I don't think we had talked about that. I said that he wouldn't do it because it didn't make sense to me, because that was another thing. Why would you take out a person that was going to help get Trig off, like the person that would be right to get Trig off? Because we don't know that Alicia was gonna pull this string, you know what I'm saying? But I thought that was crazy that he took him out when him and Roslyn was talking earlier. I just don't remember if we talked about that, but I thought that was crazy. It just made me think about it when we talked about Zay.
Yeah. Okay, Candy.
Hey, Steven.
Douda, time's up. Okay, what is Douda at this point? Like, anybody can get it? Like, anybody can get it? Anybody? Is he just really that fed up? What did you think of the scene? Emmett, of course, thinking that Keisha and the baby are in the car because they were supposed to be in the car. Apparently, they took a small detour in the back of Smokey's. But what did you think of this? Did you think Douda would do something like this?
It's on course for Douda. Yeah, I think he would do it. I didn't think he would do it this soon. It scared the bejesus out of me. I was like, oh snap, whose car is this? Please don't let it be them. I was so scared. I was screaming more than Emmett was. I really was. I was driving and I was listening and driving at the same time. Hush, EJ. This really scared me, but I now know who's going to take Douda out, because you tried to take out my child, and you just beat my face in. So I really think it's going to be Nook, if you book, that's going to handle this situation.
Okay, Jay.
And then they got that infant car seat in there. What infant?
That was the imagery that got me. Yep, it's you, Jay.
Okay. So as we said, the episode wasn't good. So most of the episode I was nodding off. Okay. And then okay, so I'm nodding off, right? I'm watching it late. I'm nodding off, and then I see the whole, cringe worthy. And I said this in one of my videos. I said it was cringe when your boy Emmett was like long as I could have you for dessert, then that's all that matters to me. And I'm like, yo, you saying that in front of the baby? That's real cringy, yo. When it was like, go to the car, I'm going to the car. Obviously, Douda don't got no. This is not gangster rule codes that he lives by. He lives by no codes. It don't matter. And as you said on that slide there, anybody can get it. But when it happened, I woke up and I was like, no, not Keisha, not the baby. I was going crazy. My blood pressure was there. I swear I thought I was going to have a heart attack for real, because I was like, nah, come on, man. We ain't come this far for Keisha to die and go out like this, man. Not the baby. Come on, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? The Shy's wilding, right? So I'm going crazy just like Emmett, bugging out. I'm pulling my hair out. I don't got no hair. Y'all know that. So I'm pulling my hair out. I'm doing all types of stuff, man. And when she walked out, I was like, oh, my God. Oh, you just saved my life. You just saved me from going to the emergency room, because I was about to go to the emergency room. Y'all wilding out, man. Why you make my blood pressure go up like that? Why you make me go crazy like that? Huh? Y'all tripping. Y'all gonna wait to the very end to do that, because I was sleeping most of the freaking episode. So again, your boy Douda gotta go. This is it. This is it. Is this the second? This is the second to the last episode, right?
No, yeah. There's only one more.
Yeah. Next episode, he's definitely out of here. Some way, somehow. Yeah, some way, somehow he is out of here. And the reason why I believe that he's out of here is because when they did an interview real quick on one talk show, the host was like, "Yeah, so y'all renewed for the next season, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, because you got Emmett there, you got Luke James, right? Alicia was there. Well, what's her name? Lynn Whitfield. And they're all like, yeah, we got the next." And when you look at Douda's face, the guy that plays Douda, he was like, he was just like, I ain't gonna be like, the way his face was like, I ain't gonna be here. So we know most likely, next episode he's out of here. He gotta go, man. But almost made me have a heart attack, B, for real.
Yeah. I ain't like that imagery. I ain't like the baby car seat in there. EJ, answer Tremaine's question for me and talk about what did you think about this final scene of the episode.
Okay, Tremaine said, where was Alicia bodyguard for Emmett? Look, Lord, I guess they was off for Thanksgiving. Is all I got. I mean, they needed the holiday off. That's all I got, because they definitely wasn't anywhere around. Not even when he was screaming, "Help me," nobody came. So with that being said, this part probably was another one of the parts that I have been waiting for this part for a long time, right? We've been seeing this in the trailer. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was mad. I went through the same emotions y'all went through, but only I was mad. So I went through the emotion of, okay, dang. I said, please do not tell me that you done blew up Keisha and Little Ronnie, because if y'all did this shot, I am done with this show. I promise you I'm done. I promise you I am done with the show. That's what I said in this little bit of time as all of this is happening. And then when I saw Keisha come from around the corner, I said, you mean to tell me ain't nobody gonna die? Like, I know that I didn't want them to die, but I really wanted, I just wanted something to happen. So after I went through that emotion of Keisha being okay, I was like, where is the heat in here? Like, I'm mad because this part was the part where somebody was supposed to get it. Mm-hmm. This wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know what the heck this was or who thought this was a good idea. Somebody was supposed to get it. I done had so many theories and none of them have come to fruition. And I don't feel like it's me, y'all. Like, I don't feel like it's us. I feel like it's them.
It's the show. It's the show. Let's see. The Nerdy Brew says, hey, welcome to Nerdy Brew. And y'all, if y'all are interested in some fun content, head on over to his channel. He puts out some really great content. Emmett might take him because people keep saying he can't pull the trigger and says, if I had to. Okay. I agree with all of you guys that Douda will have to pay. And we need to have it by the time they wrap up this season. But you guys, let the people know what y'all got going on. I'm going to start with you, Candy. What's going on the channel? Let the people know.
Yes. So please go to my channel and watch the Power recap we just did about an hour or so ago. I have my sisters up. I have a Tubi movie up. Jay, what's the name of it? What's the name of my Tubi movie, y'all? Still here. here that I did with EJ and VKJ on Wednesday. I have some other things up, Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I will be doing Love and Marriage Huntsville tomorrow with Inga and Monique 69 Ways Johnson's tomorrow night at 8:30. So please just keep your notifications on. Just check me out and you'll see what else I got going on. And thank you all for having me.
Absolutely.
Evening.
Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you.
EJ, you are next up, sis. Let the people know what's going on.
Hey y'all, hey. I'm on the big screen. Okay, so on my channel, this week, of course, well, tomorrow, which is Sunday, we're gonna be talking about power, myself and the ladies. So definitely come out and hang out. We can never talk about power too much, y'all. So let's do it again. And then on Monday, we're gonna talk about the Shy. We're gonna get through it because this was not what to do, but we are definitely gonna get through it. So come hang out with us while we talk about the Shy over there. And then on sometime during the week, y'all, I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but I am going to have some content on the family business. It's just going to be like random stuff dropping. I'm going to be talking about the books. I'm going to be doing some other stuff. I will make sure to get my interview with a vampire review up as soon as it's over with. And then I think that's all I'm watching right now, but just turn your notifications on. Ash, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you guys. As always, Jay, Candy.
Thank you, friend. Jay, you're up next. What you got going on? What you got going on?
Hey. All right, family. Thank you for rocking with me and bearing with me. Listen, after Tuesday, the internet gonna be back right. We're gonna be back tight. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We just making the transition. So again, shout out to you, Ashley. Thank you for holding it down. Thank you also, EJ for holding it down as far as hosting, while we going through this transition. We just did, Power, right? Live, right? Got a lot of Power content, a lot of sneak peeks and videos that I just dropped. Look out for more of that. And after Tuesday, we probably going to do a final predictions because everything should be back up and running. So look out for that. But just look for more Power stuff coming your way. We're going to be breaking a lot of stuff down before the next episode. All right, family. Appreciate you for having me. Definitely hit that like button, subscribe. You know what it is, VKJ TV. Let's go.
Thank y'all. And yeah, guys, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you were catching this on the replay, #replay for me and let us know what you're thinking of this second part of season 6 of The Shy. But unless anyone else has anything else, just be sure to subscribe, honey, to all the channels, hit the notification bells so you know everything that's coming on. Y'all know my channel. I got some of everything. So just go find yourself something. But we thank you so much for watching and for keeping the chat lit. I think at our height, we had like 75 people in the chat, which is amazing for The Shy. I'm going to just put it out there. We appreciate y'all so much. And we hope you have an amazing and safe rest of your Saturday. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Peace.
Salute.